Hi, we at Accurus welcome you for a tour of our EHR product Capella. Capella assists clinics in capturing and documentation of patient visit from check-in through checkout. This session talks about the front office usage of Capella. Let's initially log into Capella. Click on the Accurus Capella, a shortcut on your desktop. Before login screen, you may get this badge data download. This syncs up the non-encounter specific data on your local with the server. Go ahead, click OK. As with any software, you require a username and password to log in. Username is not case sensitive. If you do not have your credentials, reach out to your office manager so they can contact Accurus Solutions for the same. Please do give about 24 hours to get your credentials. This drop-down gives a list of all facilities under your provider organization. Make sure you select the facility where you're working out of so you can process the patients checked in at your clinic. Let's select Counter Ops. Let's log in as the front office. By default, the appointment screen opens. On the left side, you have the calendar. Below that, you have the facility, which gives the list of facilities. And below that, you have the list of providers who are registered at that facility. Below the provider list, we have a Find Appointment screen that gives you all appointments scheduled for a patient. Click on Find Appointments. Click on Find Patient to select the patient whose appointment you need to look at. This patient does not have current appointments, so let's take a look at the old appointments. This gives you the list of the appointments: appointment date, appointment time, provider, the facility, and the current process. Edit appointment is usually done to modify the new or the current appointments for the patient. Let's cancel. On the center, you have the scheduler that gives a snapshot of all appointments on a particular day for a provider. You can view the schedules for multiple providers by selecting the provider name. Let's go select the physician assistant PA1 and view the scheduler for PHY_test. Let's look at Dr. PA1's schedule, who is a physician assistant. The schedule from 9 to 6 for the 17th has a background of blue. This is done to block the days for the provider. The Block Days button enables you to do this. This feature is available for the office manager to block days when the physician is not available. You can go ahead and schedule an appointment for a block day as well. This could be probably in a case of an emergency. Now let's schedule an appointment for Dr. Physician 1 on 19th on the 17th. Let's go down. Done for 1 o'clock. New appointment. This opens the patient screen. A patient can be searched for using the last name, first name, date of birth, social security, account number, external account number, subscriber ID, and the medical record number. The account number is the account number of the patient when they got created in Capella. You can use this for established patients after their first visit. External account number. This is the account number of the patient on the legacy software that the clinic uses. The subscriber ID is the insurance ID of the patient. Lastly, you have the medical record number. This is the record number of the document where the clinic files the patient charge and other pertaining documents for the patient. Let's start with the creation of a new patient. The first step is to search if the patient already exists. Absolutely. John. Let's select search. As you notice, you have show active patients only. 0 results is returned, indicating the patient needs to be created. Our second step is to create the patient using the quick patient create. Let's click on this. As seen, the fields in red are mandatory fields. Let's go ahead and enter the patient date of birth, 1974. The screen consists of 2 sections. One is the patient information, and the other one is the policy information. If the patient brings in a policy, then these details need to be captured. Again, if the eligibility verification is not performed in the office, do not click on eligibility verified. To know what's in here, we'll check eligibility verified. Eligibility can be verified using 3 choices: IVR, which is interactive voice response, voice, and web. When you click on voice, you need to call in to the insurance to the payers, capture the reference number and the call representative name, enter the mandatory fields in red. Web is again through the payers portal, which we can do. For now, I will not click on these. Any corresponding documents could be uploaded using this button. Let's save. Let's uncheck the eligibility verified. Once the patient is created, the new appointment screen comes up. Appointment date and time can be changed. As you see, the facility name, account number, patient date of birth, patient name, home phone and cell phone number are grayed out. The provider name, default provider name is listed. To add the referring provider, use the find provider to select the provider in your provider organization. The other details needs to be captured if available. The type of visit is defaulted to established patient. Based on what you select in the type of visit, the visit description is defaulted with notes. For established patients, there's follow-up patients in the visit descriptions. Now in our case, this is a new patient that we create. So the visit description indicates the new patient. Enter the purpose of visit. This will automatically default to the chief complaint when you open the patient chart. Let's select the purpose of visit to be probably diabetic mellitus as an example. Let's close down the drop down. The test is always disabled. This will display the test order through a CMG ancillary lab for probably a test follow-up. The patient demographics and patient task will be looked into at the end of the session. Let's save. A new appointment has been created. Let's go down and take a look at the appointment. As you notice, an appointment has been scheduled. This is indicated by the green color. Now once the patient is ready to be checked in with the MA and the provider is ready, the front office right click and checks in. Now let's take a look at what are the options available in the right click. You have an edit appointment, which you can edit the appointment, one that's been scheduled. As you notice, the same details can be updated. You can cancel an appointment. check in an appointment, it gets checked in. A no-show would basically change the color in the scheduler to red. Eligibility verification is the verification of the insurance. Upfront receipt gives the insurance receipts for the patients. And show patient summary updates the patient demographics. Let's check in the patient. The quick patient create updates. This has 4 sections. One is the patient information, existing policies, policy verification, payment information. If required, update these fields. Again, you can upload documents from here. Let's save this. Now, as you notice, this is grayed out. Now, after check-in, right-click. You have one other feature which is called walked away. When you click this, it changes to red. This now basically has a process assigned to it called MA process, which means it is in the MA queue for them to open the patient chat and process the patients. Let's take a look at the patient chat task. The patient task can be accessed from the create or edit appointment screen or from the menu level. We clicked on the patient task to assign a task to any of the resources at the clinic. Click on the patient name on which patient it needs to be assigned. So if it is a relationship to talk to, then it is select the relationship to the patient. Who created the message? Is it a medical assistant, office manager, or front office? And who it's been assigned to? And after entering, click add, so it comes in populates. As you see, there's already a patient task assigned for John Rambo. This comes to the session of the front office. The patient demographics will be dealt with in the next video. Let's cancel out of this.